Good afternoon from Legion Stadium in Wilmington, North Carolina. Sea Devils TV wrapping up our soccer doubleheader with two of the best in Region 10. It's the 13th ranked Sea Devils at 8-0 taking on the Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers coming in at 6-2. Hi everybody, Chris Sheeman, glad as always to be with you as you look at the starters on your screen. We'll run them down for you here as well. For Spartanburg in their 4-3-3 defensively is Jackie Marshall, number 3, number 8, Stephanie Corwarla, number 15, A.J. Gilmore, number 9, Sydney Hilborn. The midfielders, number 1, Sissy Mungan, number 14, Remy Olari, and number 6, Elizabeth McGee. And the forwards, number 7, Brittany Harry, number 13, Kaylin Marietti, and number 26, Morgan Vega. For Cape Fear, they're in their 4-5-1. The keeper is number 55, C.J. Garvey. At left back is number 12, Cheyenne Floyd. At center back, number 18, Sierra Rayner, and number 3, Madison Bolin. And at right back is number 13, Anderson O'Neill. The midfielders, number 20, Sydney Parker, number 5, Carson Hood getting the start today. Number 11, Nina Perry, and number 14, Carly Higgins. The attacking midfielder, number 7, Janessa Annis. And the forward is number 9, that's Elena Capps. So these two teams who have met for the Region 10 championship over the last several years have already met once this year up in Spartanburg in the upstate. The Sea Devils won 4-2 on September 2nd. Shots 21-17 in favor of Cape Fear. Capps had 2 goals. Higgins with 2 goals. Perry had 2 assists in the victory. McGee and Harry had goals for Spartanburg in that one. So that's how this one shapes up. Glad to be with you here this afternoon. Don't forget, we got the YouTube chat going. We've heard from a Spartanburg fan. Hi to Judy. Yes, Pioneers fans, you're welcome on the broadcast, especially because I need your help. I emailed Coach Dan Kennelly and asked him how to pronounce Remy's last name, and he did not get back to me, leading me to believe he probably doesn't know either. So I don't want to mess up her name because she's that good. So if you guys on the YouTube chat or using hashtag SeaDevilTV want to give me some help with that, that would be greatly appreciated. So we're underway. Spartanburg in the blue, Cape Fear in the whites. Both teams meeting for the second time this year. Cape Fear dealing with some injuries. Lauren Hatcher is sick, so Carson Hood gets the start. Sea Devils, of course, are so deep that, you know, it's just next woman up. But this is the team that has had their number from time to time as C.J. Garvey clears it down the field. Cape Fear won 2 regular season meetings last year, or in 2015, but SMC won in the Region 10 final. Last year, Cape Fear won all 3 meetings, including a 2-1 victory in the Region 10 championship. Both of these teams representing Region 10 over the last several years, as they have been the toast of the region. That's played forward by Marietti. And a mistake there from Vega. Good physical play, and the foul is called on Spartanburg as Sierra Rayner had possession. Cape Fear is coming off a 9-0 victory over Wake Tech last Saturday. They've been well rested. They were rested in that game. 44-0 the shots in that game. Capps had 4 goals. Higgins with 2 goals. Janessa Annis giving it a run. A.J. Gilmore is back, and that's Jennifer Bird. Jennifer Bird, the freshman, 1.38 goals against average, 77% of the shots that she has seen, she has stopped. She's made 37 saves, allowed 11 goals, 5 clean sheets. That's tied for 5th in Division 1. These two teams, two of the better attacking teams in Division 1 in the NJCAA as well. Cape Fear is 8th with 51 goals and 1st with 35.4 shots per game. Spartanburg is 17th with 40 goals, and they have 39 assists on those 40 goals. They are 10th in assists with 39. They're also 12th in shots per game with 24.4. But their defenses, these two defenses, are very good as well. So we'll see. The last time, as I mentioned, these two teams met, the shots are 21-17 in favor of Cape Fear. Cape Fear won 4-2. Long run over on that far side. Morgan Vega with the cross in, and that'll be off of the Sea Devils. So we have our first corner kick. Remy Olier will go out there and take the free kick. She was an NJCAA All-American. Honorable mention last year. 4 goals, 9 assists this year. And she takes it into the box. And Spartanburg going backwards. Now Cape Fear. Here's Elena Capps. Looking for Higgins over on that far side. Higgins. Nina Perry on the near side gets the pass. Nina flicks it forward. And the defender, Gilmore, momentarily clears. And that'll be knocked out by Jackie Marshall. Spartanburg Methodist had their game against USC Salkehatchie postponed on Thursday. So their last game was on Saturday as well. They beat Lewisburg 4-0. Gilmore had 2 goals, Marshall a goal in that victory. Oliari with a goal as well. Cape Fear. Offside flag is up there as Caps was off. Good pass, though, by Sydney Parker. So both of these teams coming off victories. We're just underway here in the 5th minute. A.J. Gilmore will take the free kick for the Pioneers. Elizabeth McGee with the header. Sierra Rayner in a battle at center circle. Elizabeth McGee turns it over. Sydney Parker comes up with it. Here's Janessa Annis. One back by Mungan. That's played forward. The center back, Sierra Rayner, was there. Mungan again. Couldn't gain control. Sydney Parker now. Rayner plays it forward. So if you're watching the Sea Devils, this is our 3rd game. This will be a little bit different than the first 2. Cape Fear won handily. Cape Fear is still the favorite. Foul is called to the chagrin of the fans. I believe it was on Carson Hood. So a free kick from center circle. A.J. Gilmore will take it. Gilmore. That's that right to Janessa Annis. Annis, Carly Higgins, and she'll pull up. As she saw the keeper, Jennifer Bird, was going to get there first, and that's wise. You know, in a game like this, you got to save your energy. Long run on the near side. Brittany Harry, who had a goal and an assist in the first meeting with Cape Fear this season. Sea Devils able to clear that. It was Bolin. Marietti had trouble with that. It was off Cape Fear, though, so a throw here in the 7th minute. Cape Fear, that's going to go behind. That'll be a corner kick. So corner kick on the near side for the Pioneers. Pioneers 5-1 in Region 10 play. Their only loss was to Cape Fear. Spartanburg's going to make an early sub. Head coaches in this game, Ryan Deppa, 36-10 in his 3rd season at Cape Fear, and Dan Kennelly, 198, 126, and 33 in his many years at Spartanburg. Ooh, that went into the face of Carson Hood as Brittany Harry tried to make something out of it. Another corner kick to come. This time it'll be Remy Olieri. I think I've called her 3 different things already here today. Really wish I knew. This is why really helps when the coaches will give me the information I need. This young lady certainly has a future if she wants to play beyond the JUCO level. She'll throw it in here. Sydney Parker. Nina Perry now. Elizabeth McGee taking it back. Mungan over on that far side. It'll be played into the box, cleared out by Floyd, or excuse me, that's Floyd over on the far side, I believe. Sierra Rayner staying with it. Olieri. And that's going to go out of play. It'll be another throw for Spartanburg Methodist. 9th minute, just underway. You can follow the stats on GoSeaDevils.com. I'll keep you updated, too, every once in a while. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. It's a beautiful day here in Wilmington. Low humidity. About 80 degrees. The sun is out. The wind is kind of whipping around. And we saw it, the men's game we broadcast earlier today. If you were with us for that, you saw some of the higher passes, higher kicks kind of died in that wind every so often. Foul called on Spartanburg, so a free kick to come for Cape Fear. 13th ranked Sea Devils. Number 13 in the latest NJCAA poll. They're number 12 in the coaches poll. Carly Higgins, she's onside this time, and she's broke through, but that ball just got too far forward for her, and it goes for a goal kick. Carly Higgins tied for 6th in Division I, 17 goals, tied for 5th with 41 points, 1st with 72 shots. Looks like an early sub. Brianna Mack coming in for Dan Kennelly. What a season for Carly Higgins. I mean, she came in with a lot of offensive numbers. She has a school record at Eugene Ashley High School, 67 goals in her 4 years there. Sydney Parker now plays it forward. Nina Perry giving it a run. It was off Spartanburg, so Perry will throw it in. Elena Capps. Capps is tied for 11th with 14 goals, as that's behind for a corner kick. So Nina Perry will take the corner. 11th minute. And the Sea Devils with an opportunity via the set piece here. Nina Perry tied for 14th with 8 assists. Try to get an assist off the corner here. That's going to be headed out. Carson Hood playing it back. Rayner. That was Cheyenne Floyd, my apologies. So Cheyenne will throw it in over on the far side. That's played into the box. Nina Perry will come to the near side, and she'll run out of room. So a goal kick to come. Don't forget, folks, our next broadcast is coming up on Monday. Wrap our soccer coverage with a doubleheader again on Monday. USC Salkehatchie coming in to play the men and women. The women's game's at 3:30. The men's scheduled for 5:30. And we'll have them both for you. Fall season, can you believe it? The fall season's really starting to wrap up. September flew for me. Of course, postseason on the mind of both of these teams. 1-2. And again, Annis. Nifty footwork from Janessa. Beautiful pass to Higgins. Higgins to Perry. Perry fires it. And that's going to be a little bit short of the post. So in the 12th minute, we have our first shot of the ball game, I believe. And it'll be a goal kick. Yeah, that is the first shot. We mentioned all of the offense that these two teams have, but they're very good, very sound defensively. Dan Kennelly's been the women's coach there since 1997. As Capps, that's going to be clear. That'll be another corner kick, I believe. He also coached the men starting in 95, and he coached the men, I believe, until 2010. So he did double duty there for a long, long time. 198 victories as the women's coach. Region 10 Coach of the Year 6 times. Region 10 champs 6 times. The last, of course, in 2015, which was their first trip to the national tournament. Janessa Annis with the header, and that's going to go out of play. So goal kick to come. If you're familiar, the region championships are one thing. Then you've got to win the district, and then you go to the national tournament. These two teams in District L, I believe. Spartanburg Methodist, believe it or not, that was their lone trip to the national tournament. It's no surprise that the upstate has had successful and good soccer programs there at Spartanburg. That's played forward. Cheyenne Floyd looking for Carly Higgins. Higgins fires a low shot, and oh boy, Jennifer Bird had to make a play on that. So another corner kick. Nina Perry's going to the far side of your screen now to take it. Perry. High ball. Annis tried for the header, but it's cleared out. Olieri plays it forward now. This is Brianna Mack. Mack pass intercepted by Anderson O'Neill. Ooh. Got for the collision there. Bolin and Harry going for the ball. Brittany Harry, Region 10 first team last year. Nina Perry in a foot race. A.J. Gilmore is going to get there first, or actually let it go behind for another goal kick here in the 15th minute. No score between the Pioneers and Sea Devils. Wait a minute now, they changed it. So it is a corner kick. 2 subs on for Spartanburg and 1 for Cape Fear. Cheyenne Floyd is going to come out for Cape Fear, and I believe Melanie Anderson checking in. Coming in for Spartanburg is Elizabeth McGee, who returns. And somebody else will tell you about as soon as I can find her. Nina Perry right now on the corner kick, grabbed by Bird. Jennifer Bird and her defense has not allowed much this year. 5 clean sheets, as I mentioned, for Bird. Cape Fear combined has 3 clean sheets this season. Of course, they've played both C.J. Garvey and Kennedy Green about the same. Nina Perry in a battle with Jackie Marshall here. Marshall wins it. Mungan. I believe that's Kayla Champlin, who's, correction, Stephanie Corolla, who made the play on the ball for Spartanburg. That's going to be out of play, and it'll be a throw for Bolin here. And that's going to go out of bounds, so this time Spartanburg will throw it in. Spartanburg's on the road for a while. They go to Oxford of Emory on Tuesday, then they're at Wake Tech up in Raleigh on Saturday. Then they host Wake Tech. Their next home game isn't until October 10th. Cape Fear, they're at home Monday, on the road Wednesday at Wake Tech, and they're at Lewisburg. Look out. C.J. Garvey coming up to make the play as Morgan Vega gave it a good run. 18th minute. You see the time remaining here in the first half. This will likely be the District 10 championship game between these two teams. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves, but they've been the favorites for the last several years, and there's no reason, based on how this season's gone so far, to think that'll be different. Carly Higgins trying to make a play. The defense able to hold, though. Annis. Here's Sydney Parker. Back to Janessa. Janessa blows by two defenders and fires it. No trouble for Bird on one hop there. That's headed by McGee at center circle. Pioneers and Sea Devils meeting for the second and final time in the regular season. Long run on the far side for Sydney Hilburn. A lot of players from Charleston, too, on Spartanburg's roster. Charleston and the upstate. The whole state of South Carolina, very good soccer programs. Got CESA up there in the upstate. Back when the W League was around, I got to know those folks via the Cobras team that played at the Kroc Center in Greenville. Very good club programs up there in the upstate. Good club programs in the Charleston area, too. We've talked about it on the first couple of Sea Devils broadcasts, how good the soccer is up here in North Carolina. And it's good in really both states. Olieri fires it. C.J. Garvey, who, if you remember in the last game, was standing around at the 30-yard line for most of it. She was not challenged at all. She's had her work cut out for her here today. So far, holding her own. We are 0-0 here in the 20th minute. Sierra Rayner plays it forward. Carly Higgins unable to get it. And Bird's going to have to come to the top of the box and make a play. Hey, Lauren's watching on the YouTube chat. Lauren Hatcher fell ill. That's why Carson Hood is starting here today. So, hi, Lauren. Thanks for watching. Hope you're feeling better. And fingers crossed we'll see you on Monday. That's Sydney Parker. Carly Higgins plays it, looking for Caps, who was coming to the middle. Janessa Annis. No trouble for Bird there on a hop. Cape Fear and SMC, one of the great rivalries in Region 10. They're going to call Cape Fear on a foul, so free kick to come now for Mungan and the Pioneers. Sierra Rayner, Carson Hood trying to get it out of harm's way. McGee with the cross. She was looking on the near side for Brittany Harry. Janessa Annis turns it over. Mungan will give it a run. Morgan Vega had it cleared. That was Melanie Anderson over at the left back spot. They're going to sub keepers here. This is interesting. So Spartanburg has pulled Jennifer Bird from the game. And I'm not real sure who came in because they only have one keeper listed on their roster. We'll check the folks in the other booth have the stats. So hopefully Jennifer Bird's okay. That's an unusual move at this stage in the ball game. Ball played in on one hop. C.J. Garvey able to come up with it. We did have a sub for Cape Fear as well. I'll tell you as soon as I can see. This is Cheyenne Floyd, and she's fouled. So a free kick for the Sea Devils, taken quickly. Janessa Annis. Far side. That was Floyd. Floyd gets it back now. Played forward by Rayner. And it'll come to Spartanburg's new keeper. 4-1 the shots in favor of Cape Fear here in the early going. 3 shots on goal for the Sea Devils, and the new keeper is Caroline Altman, who's listed as a midfielder on their roster. So Altman's in at keeper. And that can't be good news for Dan Kennelly. Elizabeth McGee trying to play it forward. Sierra Rayner had to be careful and avoid a handball there. Remy Olieri coming up with it at center circle. Remy's got 4 goals, 9 assists, 17 points, 29 shots, and 16 shots on goal. C.J. Garvey now here in the 24th minute for Cape Fear. We mentioned that Remy was All-American honorable mention in the NJCAA last year. Can you believe all the success Cape Fear has had? They've had 4 All-Americans. That's it. And that's going back to 2008, I believe. 2007, excuse me. None last year. That national team appearance, they had no All-Americans. I mentioned these 2 rivals, Cape Fear, Spartanburg. They've met in the last 3 Region 10 finals. The Pioneers have won 2 of those 3. Cape Fear has been in at least the last 5 Region 10 finals, maybe more. Melanie Anderson tried to play it forward. It's won back by the Pioneers. Pioneers haven't had much on the attack yet. Brittany Harry looking over on the far side for Morgan Vega. And again, the defense of Sierra Rayner. One of those great players who can do it all. She's played in the midfield. She's been a center back. Beautiful slide by Annis, but Pioneers keeping possession here. Remy on the near side plays it Harry. Back now to Marshall, the left back. Marshall tried to play it forward. Sydney Parker was there. Carly Higgins finding things a little more complicated here today than she did last Saturday, as she appeals and gets a foul call. Free kick here inside 20 minutes to go here in this opening half. Neither team giving up much here. We expected this kind of a battle. Mungan, Annis, she got tripped up. And they'll give the throw to Cape Fear. I mentioned 39 assists for Spartanburg. Cape Fear actually has 41. They're 8th in the NJCAA in that category. And it shouldn't surprise anyone to know that 2 of the top assist teams in the country are also 2 of the better ones that you'll see. Right now, it's all defense, though. That's over the head of Nina Perry, and that's going to go out of play. It'll be a throw for the Pioneers. Brittany Harry, 6 goals, 5 assists. This is an accurate team, Spartanburg Methodist. They don't put up quite as many shots as Cape Fear, although they are in the top 15. But they are very accurate. Brittany Harry, her shot on goal percentage is 63%. That's going to be cleared. Madison Bolin, good defense from the Sea Devils. Janessa Annis is giving it 110% today. Oh, Carly Higgins bumping and grinding, and they're going to call a foul. And this is what the Pioneers want. You see the frustration there from Carly. Everything's been easy for her this year. And, you know, she's gotten a little physicality from these Pioneers defenders, and she's got to keep her head about herself here. I don't think she's pleased with the call either. So there will be a free kick here, but first the officials are going to have a chat and show the card to Morgan Vega. So Vega, it's a yellow card. She's going to come right out. Brianna Mack, I believe, coming back into the game for the Pioneers. It's expected there's going to be a little bit of that here today, too. Pioneers have been one of the top teams for so long, and as has Cape Fear. Two teams very familiar with each other. What is going on with this free kick? So they changed it, and it's a free kick for Cape Fear. That's played forward, looking for Carly Higgins, headed back by Corolla. McGee now. Here's Mungan. Taniqua leaves it over on the far side, and Cheyenne Floyd at center circle. Here's Higgins. A.J. Gilmore playing it forward. Brittany Harry gathers, fires, and it's blocked by the defense. I believe it was Sierra Rayner. Annis now. Carly Higgins is onside. The flag is down. It's her and the keeper to beat. Carly scores. And Higgins puts the Sea Devils up 1-0. I believe the assist to Annis. We'll check. So 29th minute. Carly Higgins, goal number 18. Janessa Annis, assist number 6. And Cape Fear leads at 1-0. Well, it looks like they're going to pull the keeper again. So Altman, who came in for reasons unknown, leaves. Jennifer Bird, it looks like, is going to come back in. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, no disrespect to Caroline Altman, but she's listed as a midfielder. Of course, Jennifer Bird's going to be better, the better player. I got to think maybe she needed something wrapped and they were waiting. I don't know. In this kind of a game, it's hard to fathom it would be by choice, that kind of a sub from Dan Kennelly, as Anderson O'Neill taps Brittany Harry and they call a foul on Anderson. Higgins with 18 goals. Pioneers trying to answer back now. Brittany Harry. Cheyenne Floyd got ahead on it. Cleared by Rayner. Nina Perry now. Leaves it on the far side. Good hustle by Mack for the Pioneers. Remy Olieri plays it forward. That's going to be headed by Harry, but nobody's home on that near side. Coming in, Higgins and Caps combined had 72 points and scored 31 of the 51 goals for the team. On pace, they're on pace for a combined 135 points and 58 goals. Janessa Annis will have something to say about that as well. Not only the unselfish passer that you saw give the assist to Higgins on the goal, but she can score as well. She's got 7 goals, and she's tied for 5th in Division I with 54 shots. 20 of 7 of those on goal. Nice play by Melanie Anderson. Now here's Annis. Annis sliding, trying to get the ball away. Oh, man, A.J. Gilmore, is she okay? What a beautiful play by Gilmore. Cape Fear still going forward. Higgins. Carly Higgins. Nifty moves there. And the shot is not what she probably wanted, but she is putting on a show now. I mentioned before, she got a little frustrated. Sometimes players play their best when they're mad. Cheyenne Floyd. Annis. And Annis is tripped up by Mungan. 32nd minute. 1-0 in favor of the Sea Devils. Cape Fear looking to go to 9-0 and 6-0 in Region 10 play. And Janessa Annis will take the free kick about 40 yards out. That's a low kick, and Bailey Benton's come in on defense, I believe, making the play. Jennifer Bird back out there making that save off the shot from distance. Nice ball by Brittany Harry, but better defense, or that was McGee with the ball. Better defense from Cape Fear there, Nina Perry. Somebody had mentioned on the YouTube chat during our first broadcast of Cape Fear women's soccer about the spacing. And you see that spacing on display here. You know, the Pioneers' passes are not going where they want to. Here's Carly Higgins in a run. A.J. Gilmore wins the race, but Higgins takes it away. Carly fires it, and that's going to be short. She is fired up for this one. Frustrated with herself there. Carly Higgins, 72 shots coming in, 41 of those on goal. Nothing to be hang your head about there. Stephanie Corolla coming back in for Spartanburg. And it looks like Mungan is shaken up over on the far side. She's trying to walk it off. Nina Perry with the throw now for Cape Fear, 34th minute. Sydney Parker, that's headed out. Nice defense by A.J. Gilmore in this one for the most part. Olieri, Corolla, Madison Bolin, center back with some physicality there. There's Elena Caps. Caps giving it a run. And Gilmore will clear it. Throw for Melanie Anderson and the Sea Devils. Minute 35, Cape Fear 1, Spartanburg 0. 29th minute goal from Carly Higgins, giving Cape Fear the slim advantage here in this first half. Spartanburg has not had much offensively on the attack today. Janessa Annis, trying to get that ball through. Looking for Sydney Parker, not a bad idea. Cape Fear staying with it now. Caps had it cleared away. Sea Devils, that was Sydney Parker. Anderson, coming up was Olieri. Higgins for Caps. Elena Caps fires. Nice glove by Bird there. Just one shot on goal for the Pioneers so far in this one. Cape Fear with 7. I think they said that Bird was out of bounds when she caught it, so there will be a corner kick here. And I believe it's going to be Higgins to take it on the far side of your screen. headed by Caps and cleared out by the defense. Anderson O'Neill keeping possession alive. It's flicked forward from Floyd, but nobody there but Jennifer Bird. 8-1 now the shots in favor of the Sea Devils late in the first 45. 37th minute. Melanie Anderson, one of the local products from down the road in Carolina Beach. Annis trying some footwork. The defense from Benz. Two more subs for Spartanburg. I believe Morgan Vega coming back in after picking up that yellow card. Sydney Parker trying to make something happen. Olieri was there. She's got some room now. She'll flick it to the near side, but that pass a little bit off the mark. Bolin plays it forward. Higgins bumping with Benton. Perry. Anderson now. And this time, ooh. Benton is called for the foul. Free kick for the Sea Devils here in the 38th minute. Carly Higgins will take it. Say about 35 yards out. Higgins fires, and on one hop, no trouble for Jennifer Bird there. Ryan Deppa feeling that Janessa Annis is a player who can do things at a four-year school somewhere. She has the assist on the goal from Carly Higgins here today. One of those players that's going to get you the shots. You need the right kind of shots, quality looks, but also kind of player that can set up her teammates and unselfish and looking to make the pass. Be interesting to see. Talking to Ryan at the beginning of the year, and there's so many good programs all over the place. Nice ball. Sydney Parker. Higgins. Oh, what a block. Jennifer Bird with a tremendous save. So another corner kick to come. And I believe Sierra Rayner is going to come down and take it. Annis a sophomore, Caps a sophomore as well. Certainly Elena and Janessa, I would think they'd be able to find somewhere to go. As the corner kick goes wide to the far side, Spartanburg Methodist now. Can they get something going here in the 40th minute? Just one shot for the Pioneers. Defense has played so well for Cape Fear here today. Nina Perry is Caps on. No, the flag's up. I thought so, but wanted to wait for the call. So Caps just a little bit offside. Be a free kick now for the Pioneers. Elizabeth Temple, who's come on at center back. 1 goal, 1 assist for the freshman, taking the free kick. Here's Harry. They're going to call Anderson O'Neill with the foul there as Elizabeth McGee got tripped up. So opportunity via the set piece here. It's from some distance, but still an opportunity for the Pioneers. They've had limited ones. Temple again fires it, and that'll be wide left. C.J. Garvey will let that go for a goal kick. I'm not surprised in the Cape Fear defense. We know how good they are, but Spartanburg has been completely shut down for the most part here in this half on the attack, and that's very surprising. Even though Cape Fear won by 2 goals in their first meeting, Olieri trying to make something happen here. It's played back, and that's going to be deflected off Cheyenne Floyd, and it'll be cleared by Anderson on the far side. So Cape Fear did allow 17 shots in that first meeting and 2 goals. So it's not like the Pioneers struggled to score. Cross in, and Annis is there, but defense at another level right now. Here's trouble. C.J. Garvey came out, and the shot goes wide to the right. That was the moment that Spartanburg needed. But the shot off the foot from Marietti goes wide right. Marietti's got 10 goals, 5 assists. She's in the top 40 with 25 points in the NJCAA. Marietti is usually very accurate, too. 68% of her shots are on goal. Tries that one. It's low. C.J. Garvey able to handle it, though. So Pioneers starting to get some shots, and 10-3 now, I believe, are the shots in favor of Cape Fear. Late in this first half, in the 43rd minute, Nina Perry knocks it out of play. Jackie Marshall will throw it in for the Pioneers here. Nice head by Marietti. Nobody's home, though. Bolin. Anderson O'Neill winning it back. Camps plays it back to Parker. O'Neill again. O'Neill gets it forward. Carly Higgins battling with Benton again. And Benton able to win it. And it'll be a throw now for Spartanburg. We'll take our usual 10-minute break at halftime, so you guys can go away, check some football scores, or call your mom. She probably misses you. And then we'll come back in 10 minutes, bring in the second half. Another throw here for Harry. Harry gets it forward. Marietti. Marietti, good speed as she gets some space. Bolin does a nice job to stay with her, though. Sierra Rayner, I believe, playing it forward. Janessa Annis. Marshall. Annis gets it back at center circle. Inside now, the 45th minute. Less than a minute to go here in the opening half. Cape Fear getting a goal in the 29th minute, the 18th of the year from Carly Higgins. Assist by Annis. And that's all we've got so far here in this one. Good defensive battle between these two teams that are separated by very little when it comes to talent and ability. Sierra Rayner playing it forward. Boy, Carly Higgins and Bailey Benton are just fighting and scrapping for every inch. Benton now. 17 seconds left to go. Janessa Annis will play it forward. Head by A.J. Gilmore. Over on the far side, that's Temple. Olieri at center circle. And that will do it for the first 45. Good battle between Spartanburg and Cape Fear. 1-0 in favor of the Sea Devils. We will step aside for 10 minutes, come back and bring you the second half here in just a little while. Sea Devils up 1-0 here at the start of the second half. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here at Legion Stadium. Cape Fear looking to go to 9-0. The 13th ranked Sea Devils getting a goal in the 29th minute from Carly Higgins. You guessed it, her 18th of the season. 18 goals in now 8.5 games. I told you guys I played soccer probably 12, 13, maybe even 14 years. I scored 0 goals. I had many goals scored against me. Cape Fear will possess. They're in the white, looking for any changes in the lineup. Looks like Melanie Anderson is going to start at left back. Cheyenne Floyd got the start in the ball game, but Anderson came in. Sierra Rayner plays it forward. Carly Higgins with a big burst down the pitch, but it'll come to the keeper, Jennifer Bird. We do think it was just a little, equipment or personal issue from Bird that took her out of the lineup for just a little bit. And it was Bird on the bench with Carolyn Altman, the midfielder, at the keeper spot when Cape Fear did score that lone goal so far. So wrong place, wrong time. Of course, Carly Higgins on that goal was one-on-one, and it really didn't matter who was in the keeper position at that point. So Cape Fear looking to stay unbeaten in Region 10 play, and Spartanburg looking to split the season series. Carly Higgins, and it looks like that was Benton. So Benton starting at one of the center back positions, along with A.J. Gilmore here in this second half. That is one change for the Pioneers. Pioneers dealing with some injuries, according to Dan Kennelly. When I spoke with him earlier this week via email, he mentioned that wasn't quite sure how that was going to go. Good ball in, but it's a little bit too far forward for Brittany Harry, and it'll go behind for a goal kick. It'll be interesting to see. The Sea Devils have usually divvied up the time between C.J. Garvey and Kennedy Green at the keeper spot, and will C.J. go the distance in this one? Don't forget, this is our second to last broadcast for soccer this season. We'll have the game against USC Salkehatchie on Monday at 3:30, followed by the men at 5:30. And then I go into my bunker, and they thaw me out when the next season comes around. Oh, beautiful 1-2 there. Carly Higgins here. Carly will cross. Nobody's home, though. Not a very good clear by Marshall. Anna stays with it now, and Sydney Parker fires it. And that'll go well above the crossbar, out of play. We do have one more volleyball broadcast. That'll be October 14th at 4 p.m. And I want to give a shout-out to the ladies who are playing today in Brunswick County. And they have tied their best start under Emily Coleman, going 13-0, winning match 1 of their tri-match today. They will play again in what is a game they will be heavily favored in. So there's a chance that today volleyball will be off to their best start under Emily Coleman at 14-0 if they can win at the match that they're playing right now down in Brunswick County. So I wanted to give them a shout out. Great start to the season. We called their game, or their match I should say, on Tuesday against Pitt, and it was a lot of fun watching those girls play. They are a solid team. Emily Coleman doing a great job. Ryan Deppa doing a great job with the women's soccer program here at Cape Fear. A lot of good athletic programs. C.W. Ponton's team lost today, but they're headed in the right direction after last year's tough season. So a lot of good things coming, and basketball's just around the corner. That'll start up in November. We'll have our first basketball broadcast, I believe, in December. And then a couple of more doubleheaders in January and February. Women's team and men's teams poised for pretty big things. The men's team's got a couple of recruits that are going to be legit, as do the women's. A couple of I believe, Outer Banks players on the women's basketball team, too. We know there's a few. Nina Perry, one of them from that area on the women's soccer team. They have surprisingly good athletics in the Outer Banks, good soccer and basketball programs. Not a lot of schools there. The population is certainly small, but I lived there for a year and had a chance to follow a lot of the athletics there, and talking to one of the college coaches up in Elizabeth City, and he said it's a good recruiting area, especially for women's athletics. Cheyenne Floyd at center circle. We are in minute 50. Cape Fear leading at 1-0. 11-3 the shots in favor of the Sea Devils. Janessa Annis getting it forward. Elena Capps battling with Hilburn. Sydney Hilburn, one of those great Charleston recruits from Dan Kennelly that we talked about in the first half. The Charleston area, so good, especially for women's soccer. There's a lot of colleges in that area, too. Some of those young ladies on the Spartanburg Methodist roster, if they want to try to play local after their 2 years are done, I would think they get a look from some of those schools. That ball's going to go behind for a goal kick, so it'll be Jennifer Bird who will take it. '51st minute. I mentioned the shots, 10-3. 11-3. Cape Fear with 7 shots on goal. Nina Perry had a header, but not much happened. Keep in mind, Cape Fear without Lauren Hatcher today. She's injured. Long run, Brittany Harry. Here's trouble. Harry plays it in. Opportunity now. The shot blocked. CJ Garvey. Stephanie Corolla almost had us level, but CJ Garvey made a great play. Just the 4th shot of the afternoon for Spartanburg Methodist. Cape Fear, beautiful ball by Perry, but just a little too far forward for Annis, who was coming to that far side. Anderson O'Neill. That's going to be cleared out. So a throw to come for Perry and the Sea Devils. Sea Devils have had kind of an easy go schedule-wise over the last couple of weeks. They get busy next week. Monday, they host USC Salkehatchie. Elena Capps trying to get around the defender. Nina Perry coming from behind as well. And that's going to go behind for a goal kick. So Cape Fear playing Monday, Wednesday next week. They'll also play on October 10th at Lewisburg. The final home game here at Legion Stadium is on the 14th against Lancaster, 5 p.m. If you haven't been to one yet and you're unable to get off work on Monday, do your best. Come on down to Wilmington, or come up to Wilmington, depending on where you are. 5 p.m. on the 14th. It's been a pleasure to watch this team. The last time we saw them, it was kind of a joke with Wake Tech only having down 2 players for most of the game and bringing a keeper in with a broken foot, or broken toe, I should say, to play part of the second half. So this has been much more competitive, much more enjoyable from that standpoint, but watching the Sea Devils team play, it's a good lesson in how to do things the right way out there on the pitch, regardless of who the team is. Olieri, what a shot. CJ Garvey was there again. Remy with a nice play. But CJ made a better play. I don't know if I'm getting her last name right, and I apologize if I'm not. We tried. I'm going to give her real first name a shot, though. Oluwari Miliakun. Oluwari Miliakun. That's why they call her Remy, because I probably butchered that too. Elena Caps. Nina Perry, I don't think, was expecting that pass, and it's going to be cleared out by the defense. Hang on now. Is there an offside flag up? Well, either way, Spartanburg will get possession back. Now, it was an offside, so Jackie Marshall on the far side from Greer will take the free kick. Cheyenne Floyd trying to get it forward. There's Melanie Anderson on the near side. Madison Bolin plays it forward. Sydney Parker. That'll be a long ball, and that will go out of play. No, hang on. Looks like there was a foul called away from the ball, and it went on the Pioneers, I believe. I'm not sure if there was a foul call or if Mungan was shaken up and they wanted to make sure she was okay. Either way, Cape Fear with possession as Floyd plays it in. The flag is down. This is Carly Higgins one-on-one again. Had a little trouble as the ball bounced awkwardly. Leaves it for Perry, and Perry gets shoved. She runs into Benton, I believe that's who it was. 57th minute, and the center back forming a wall of her own right there. Melanie Anderson. Here's Sierra Rayner. Be more comfortable for Sea Devils fans if this were a 2-0 game. Caps. Ooh, Caps got tripped up. The play was made on the ball first. It will be a corner kick, though, so Nina Perry will take the corner kick on the far side. Don't forget, folks, it's been a tight game, so the YouTube chat's been fairly quiet, but if you want to give us a shout, feel free to do that on the YouTube chat, or if you're watching like on your phone or a tablet, it's kind of hard to get to that chat. You can use the hashtag SeaDevilTV. Love to hear from you. That's going to be a handball, I believe, on Annis, so the corner kick does little for Cape Fear here in the 58th minute. We heard from folks watching in Germany during the men's game and also the island of Cyprus, which I said was in the Mediterranean, and I hope that's right. Pioneers. That's A.J. Gilmore. Spartanburg Methodist looking for their 7th win of the season. Turning it over here, Nina Perry keeping it in play on that far side for Caps, but those center backs for the Pioneers have played very well today. It's been Bailey Benton and A.J. Gilmore. And from my vantage point, they kind of look alike, so I've probably flip-flopped them a couple of times. Janessa plays it forward. Boy, another shot. Annis! Oh! Jennifer Bird using all of that frame to make the play there. 59th minute, another shot for Cape Fear, but it remains 1-0. I mentioned this in the first half as a foul's called on Cape Fear. Ryan Deppa and I talking at the beginning of the year, and I was telling him about a college up in Ohio, Ursuline College, that I worked for. They're a Division II and a great program there. One of the coaches there, Ryan's very familiar with, a mutual professional acquaintance. They have a great program there, and it's because of their center backs, as you see, Olieri with that low ball, C.J. Garvey making a play. So I love watching good defenders play, and Benton and Gilmore have caught my eye here this afternoon. They've been fun to watch. That's one of the things they teach at the college I mentioned, Ursuline, in the Cleveland, Ohio area, is do not back down on that back line. You're there to protect the keeper. Oh, Carly Higgins missing that one. Cheyenne Floyd, miscommunication there. Jason Cubbins is the coach up there, and he's one of the underrated coaches in women's soccer. You know, he's at the Division II level, so he doesn't get a lot of notoriety. Hates my guts, by the way, because when I was there, he's a very quiet, introverted kind of a guy in his personal life. He's not that way on the pitch at all, but I used to make him do a lot of interviews and stuff, and he used to get really annoyed, and I don't think he likes me very much. But he's a great coach. And I know a lot of players who just loved playing for that guy. You know, you got a chance to compete for national tournaments. And again, it starts with that back line. Everything that they've built up with that program, you know, where they've been constant conference champions, starts with that back line. And that's what you're seeing from both of these teams here today. You know, look at what Bolin and Rayner have done. Also, you know, O'Neill, Cheyenne Floyd when she's been in there, Anderson. For Cape Fear, A.J. Gilmore and Benton have done a great job for the Pioneers here this afternoon as well. That's why we're at 1-0. You know, one mistake could change the dynamics of this one as you see Benton come forward. Coming from behind, Brittany Harry. Marietti, who had probably one of the better chances for Spartanburg in the first half. Now a foul and an opportunity for Morgan Vega. 3 goals, 6 assists for Morgan. 12 points on the season. She'll take it from, let's say, 37 yards out. Over the wall and over everything else as it sails above the crossbar, out of play for a goal kick. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. 1-0 in favor of Cape Fear. We're in minute 63, second of a doubleheader here this afternoon. We'll conclude with a doubleheader. Soccer coverage wraps up on Monday. 3:30 for the ladies, 5:30 for the guys on Monday here on Sea Devil TV on YouTube. Mungan's going to come out. And I believe A.J. Gilmore is going to come back in after a rest. So Gilmore back there on that back line, and another foul was called on Cape Fear. It's been physical. We expected that. No, just one yellow card on Morgan Vega in the first half, though. For the most part, these teams, you know, they know each other. There's a good mutual respect between these two clubs. And the defense prevailing so far. 4-2 was the final in the first meeting up in the upstate at SMC. Corolla. That cross is going to go short out of play for a goal kick. Carly Higgins, Annis, and Caps are all in the top 15 in shots in Division I for Cape Fear. What this attack has been able to do this season is Pretty remarkable, and what the Pioneers defense has been able to do limiting it today. Equally as remarkable. Remember, they did give up 4 goals to Cape Fear in the first meeting. Uh-oh, Jennifer Bird getting a little casual. 65th minute, she just cleared that, and it'll be a throw for Cape Fear. Who's going to take it? Carly Higgins was going to throw and put the ball down, and now she's going to go back. Annis fires it. Nice diving play again, Jennifer Bird. Hi to Christina, I believe, who's rooting on the Sea Devils. Long run over on that near side. Cape Fear able to clear it. Let's see what the Pioneers can do here. Trying to get out on the attack again. It'll be a throw by Brittany Harry. Marietti being chased from behind. Nina Perry not backing down, and she wins the ball. Great effort from Nina Perry. Here's Annis. Caps on the near side. Goes back to Nina. Perry to Annis. Carly Higgins. Can she get through? Oh, the defense does a great job. That was Jackie Marshall staying, but it will be a corner kick. 66th minute, and I believe Sierra Rayner is going to take the corner here. Rayner takes it short. Nina Perry, defender is closing. Rayner stays with it. Rayner to the cross. Oh, it's over everybody's head. And Marshall will get it out of danger for Spartanburg. Anderson O'Neill on that far side, and that's going to go out of play. Just 1 goal in the 29th minute from Carly Higgins, her 18th of the year. Went one-on-one when the backup keeper, Caroline Altman, was in briefly. Nina Perry. Here's Caps going back to Perry. Perry on the 1-2. Caps looking to get it to Higgins. Carly. Carly runs to the far side. Blocked again by Bird. And that will be cleared out. So a throw to come for Cape Fear. Nice job by the defense there, as that was looking like it might go behind for a corner kick. And I believe it was Gilmore who made sure it was a throw rather than a corner. A little bit easier to defend. Annis. Nice footwork. Annis fires it. That's going to be wide, a little bit to the left. Well, I've been plugging it. I want to remind you, we wrap our soccer coverage on Monday. Doubleheader. Women's and men's teams taking on USC Salkehatchie. They've got the same coach there. Much like Dan Kennelly at Spartanburg was the coach for the men's and women's teams for a long time. Elena Caps. That one should be a very different kind of a game. Caps fires. Oh, beautiful shot, but it's just wide left. Nice stop again by Bird. Cape Fear. They've been knocking on the door here. Shots now 17-7, I believe, in favor of Cape Fear. "17 shots, 10 on goal for the Sea Devils. 17-7, the shot advantage as Perry misses with that corner. Do we have a sub? It looks like Mungan's going to come back in for Spartanburg here. Mungan is out, and she's going to give a breather to Benton. That's the other factor here in this one, as we're in the 70th minute now. Spartanburg's defense has played better today against Cape Fear, despite the fact that they've had some injuries. Some players, if they are playing, are not 100% for Dan Kennelly, and some players who we might normally see that are not in the lineup here today. So, you know, like the Sea Devils, this is a deep team as the offside flag is up, so don't worry about that. Cape Fear has some depth, not as much depth. The roster is longer and bigger for Spartanburg Methodist. That doesn't always equal depth necessarily, but it does in the Pioneers case, as you know, all of these players are ready to go. So it's next woman up for Dan Kennelly. Trying to get out on the attack now are the Pioneers, and Sierra Rayner says, Corolla over on the far side. Try to make something happen there. It'll be a throw now for the Pioneers. Cleared out by Anderson O'Neill. A.J. Gilmore trying to play it forward. I believe that's McGee on that far side. A little bit hard to see from my vantage point. Maybe the glasses need a tune-up. Morgan Vega fires it, and that'll be wide to the right. Vega came in with 20 shots, 9 on goal. 3 goals and 6 assists. Good production for her this year. One of the freshmen for the Pioneers, who have helped them out to a 6-2 start, 5-1 here in Region 10 play. Their only loss was to Cape Fear earlier in the season. Nina Perry. The flag is up again as Carly Higgins is off. So another goal kick to come. 72nd minute now. Certainly the Pioneers very much still in this game, but Cape Fear gets another one here. They can really lock down. Sea Devils looking to sweep the regular season series. Of course, it's widely expected these two teams will meet for the Region 10 championship in a month or so. Brittany Harry fires it in. That's a knuckler. C.J. Garvey read that one nicely. So we have seen C.J. Garvey throughout. We were wondering if Kennedy Parker would give it a go or not. Sydney Hilburn will let that go out of bounds. She'll throw to Vega. Does this SMC team have a goal in them? Anderson O'Neill, once again, able to clear. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here at Legion Stadium. Wrapping up a double header here on this Saturday. It's a beautiful day, too. It was so sticky and gross all week. Looks like Elena Capps is going to come out. Ava John will come in for her. So Capps getting a breather. Player is playing in more comfortable conditions today. I understand it's supposed to be a little bit warmer on Monday, but it's not going to be anything like we had last week. So the temperatures may be higher, but hopefully the humidity is down a little bit. Cheyenne Floyd, Brittany Harry, now Olieri. Trying to make something happen. One of the top scorers in the country played the ball forward, and the defense again holds. That was Sierra Rayner making the play. Annis, Perry on the near side. Nina Perry, nice defense from Mungan. And Perry appears shaken up. Vega plays it forward. Sierra Rayner is going to clear, and it'll be a throw-in. Nina Perry is still down. Hopefully she'll be okay as she gets up under her own power. Play continues. Vega, Rayner, and Bolin getting out of harm's way. So she looks like she's running okay. Hopefully just a little shaken up and nothing more. Olieri back to Mungan. Mungan with a run. And C.J. Garvey will make a play. Cape Fear looking for a 9-0 start. Last year they started 10-0 before their first loss. Their best start, 12-0-1 in 2013. In 2011, they lost just one time all year. A program with a strong history. A.J. Gilmore is going to let that go out of play. She'll get a throw. Harry. Gilmore, that ball deflected. Spartanburg staying with it here. Olieri. Vega plays it forward. And it's going to be a little too far forward, unfortunately, over on that far side for, I believe, McGee. It's either McGee or Stephanie Carolla. I can't tell if it's a 6 or an 8. I think it's McGee, though. Another opportunity. And again, it's too far forward for McGee, I believe. So another goal kick for Garvey. Minute 77. Cape Fear 1-0. Cape Fear came in with 51 goals in 8 games. Pioneers have really limited the damage. They're still very much in it as well as they've started to go forward with a little more gusto here. That's Stephanie Carolla there. Playing it on the near side. Beautiful pass. But again, just a little too much on it as Harry unable to run it down. It is breezy today, too. As that cold front comes in. Nina Perry with a header off the goal kick. Mungan trying to make a play, but Janessa Annis was there first. So possession trading around here late in this one. Oh boy, a foot race there as Sydney Parker was chasing the ball and Bird came way out. Olieri. Ball into the box on a couple of hops. No trouble for CJ there. I mentioned it in the first half. These two have met in the last 3 Region 10 finals. Spartanburg has won 2 out of the 3. Janessa Annis with a good ball, and Jennifer Bird comes to the top of the box. She'll make the play here in minute 79. Inside 12 minutes left to go. Sea Devils and Pioneers in a 1-0 battle. Oh, Vega just missed. Rayner. Here's Janessa Annis being hounded by Mungan. Annis through the attempt by Marshall. Carly Higgins fires, blocked again by Jennifer Bird. Marietti trying to get to the ball. Sierra Rayner able to clear twice. Nina Perry giving chase, but that will go out. And Vega hit the deck looking for a foul call as Perry shoved her. They have let a lot go. Sydney Hilburn will throw it in. Annis had trouble with her footing there. Able to gain control now. Cheyenne Floyd. Far side Carly Higgins off her heel. Looking for Parker. And again, Jackie Marshall is there. You know, I talked a lot about the center backs of it. Jackie Marshall and Hilburn have played well too here today for Spartanburg. '81st minute, inside 10 to play. 18-8 the shots in favor of Cape Fear. Sea Devils with 11 shots on goal to 5 for Spartanburg. The Pioneers are not going to go quietly. You can believe that, folks. This defense is going to have to keep its wits here in this last 9:34. A couple of subs are going to come on, one for each team. Looks like Caps is coming back in for Ava John. And it looks like Hilburn will come out. And I believe it's Elizabeth Temple coming back in for Spartanburg. Brittany Harry cleared out by Rayner again. Rayner's been good in this second half especially. Nina Perry. Perry gets it back from Parker. Looking for Caps. Caps has some fresh legs, but that ball will be a little bit off the mark for her. A.J. Gilmore coming up with it. Now here's Temple. Annis wins it back. Great play by Janessa there. Nina Perry will throw it in. Annis, she just lost her footing there. So Janessa made a great play, but unable to do anything as she got tripped up. Goal kick now for Jennifer Bird. Bird was not in when Cape Fear scored its lone goal in the 29th minute. It was the backup keeper, Caroline Altman, who's listed as a midfielder on the roster, and you think, well, would have been different if Bird had been in there going one-on-one with Carly Higgins. That's one of those things we can speculate, we can wonder about, but we'll never really know. Anytime you're one-on-one, I mean, if you're Hope Solo, it's difficult, but especially with a scorer like Carly Higgins. Higgins flicks it forward. Cape Fear here in the 83rd minute, winning a very tight one, 1-0. Sydney Parker, here's Nina Perry. Perry looking to go 1-2 with Higgins, beautiful. Nina Perry leaves it for Carly, who fired it right at Bird. Well, that gave us some indication of what might have been. Great passing for Cape Fear there on that play. Now Pioneers trying to get out on the attack. Time is limited. Harry plays it in. McGee. Here's Vega. McGee again on the far side. Cross in. And that's going to be out of play. So a goal kick. 84th minute. Cape Fear trying to hang on. Bailey Benton's coming back into the game for Mungan. C.J. Garvey. Annis battling. And they called Benton on a foul. Same play as before, a little further back though. Nina Perry with a run. And again, the defender Gilmore says, back heel. Brittany Harry trying to get it forward. Cheyenne Floyd trying to make a play on it. 85th minute. Cheyenne Floyd leaves it at center circle. Olieri is there. Here's Benton. Oh no, that pass went right to Nina Perry. Bad pass. Annis. Janessa with some nifty footwork. Annis trying to get around Corolla. Carly Higgins now. And finally, the Pioneers can close. Nice job by Cheyenne Floyd there to clear it. '86th minute. Nina Perry happy to hit it out of play. The clock and Cape Fear is now Spartanburg's two opponents in this one. Olieri over on the far side. It's Marshall, the left back. Marshall trying to go around O'Neill. She does. Marshall the cross. McGee. And that's going to go behind for a goal kick. So trouble averted there for the Sea Devils defense. Don't forget, folks, Monday they're at home. Then Cape Fear on the road for 2. Their final home game is on October 14th. Played in by Vega, cleared out, headed by Vega. They're trying to get it to Remy. And you can't hardly blame them for that. Oh, boy. McGee teed up. Bolin able to apply the defense there. So 3:25 left to go here in the 87th minute. There will be opportunities now for Cape Fear as Spartanburg started to bring some players forward. The back line is back here, though, as Higgins is happy to dance around with it, but the pass missed Annis. Olieri now. Oh, pass just off. Olieri was shoved, though, so there's going to be a free kick for the Pioneers, and a gift from Cape Fear for Spartanburg here. Remy will take the free kick here in the 88th minute. It's a 3-woman wall. Backed up near the top of the box, and that will go out of play. Hold on, I don't think that's going to count. So they're going to take it again. The officials making sure everybody's set. And they're going to bring now A.J. Gilmore forward for Spartanburg here. So everybody's forward except for 2 defenders and the keeper, and that was a much better effort from Remy, but it does get over the crossbar. 89th minute now, 1:53 left to go. Cape Fear is trying to hang on. There was another whistle, but the goal kick will come here. The header trying to get to it was Temple again. Just about everybody is up. Janessa Annis got shoved by Vega. They're letting them play a little physical here today, though. No problems, no complaints on my end. Brittany Harry. Here is Temple. Temple plays it forward. And that ball is going to go for a goal kick, and that's not really a great idea from Brittany Harry there. With 1:15 left to go, you've got maybe a couple of more chances. You've got to make sure you're getting the best out of it. out of each and every look. Olieri, always dangerous when the ball's in her possession. Inside the 90th minute now, Spartanburg flicks it forward, trying to keep it in play on this end of the field. It was cleared out. Brittany Harry will give way. Temple will throw. Inside 40 seconds to go. It's cleared out again. Temple again. Benton. And that's going to be off the mark. So under 30 seconds, Cape Fear will throw it in. Annis sends it forward. Jackie Marshall is there. Inside 20 seconds. Headed back by Caps, and that might be the capper. 10 seconds to go. Ooh, a good ball. Hold on. Vega, 4 seconds. The shot, far side. And it's cleared by Bolin, and that'll do it. What a battle. The Pioneers and the Sea Devils, and it's Cape Fear who moves to 9-0, winning 1-0. What a game that was. These two Region 10 foes put on a physical defensive show, and Cape Fear just able to escape, winning 1-0. It was a 29th minute goal from Carly Higgins with the Pioneers' backup keeper in at the time. Cape Fear 9-0. Spartanburg goes to 6-3. Next up for the Pioneers, they're at Oxford. This is the next home game for the Sea Devils. It'll be Monday at 3:30 as the Sea Devils look for a 10-0 start against USC Salkehatchie. Folks, as always, it's been my pleasure to bring this one for you. We will talk to you again on Monday, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Once again, your final score at Spartanburg Methodist falling today to Cape Fear by a score of 1-0. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.